Hey everyone, 3 of 12 here, Metro Review 64. My next review will be Thrillville Off the Rails for the Nintendo Wii. I was originally going to do a different review, but I decided to do a review of a game that I really hate. Well, hate. First, I'd like to talk a little about the story, and I'm going to be doing something a little different with the story. I'm going to do this in all my reviews for now. I'm going to give a brief summary of the story, and I'm going to actually review the story, how much I liked it, how much I didn't like it, interesting things about it, stuff like that. Getting to the story for this, there really isn't much of one. It basically is something like your crazy uncle who should be in an insane asylum wants you to help fix up his theme park or something, and you get to be your little 12-year-old manager of it. Yeah, that's gonna work. That's pretty much what I got. You go to the different theme parks, and there's little individual storylines or something in each of those. Like one of those robots taking over or something. I don't know, it's really stupid. I thought the story added absolutely nothing to the game. And the game probably would have been overall better if it just didn't have the story and all this talking, and it just let you manage the theme park. Because I kind of like this, like the Spaceland theme park with all the robots running around. So I don't care if robots taking over. I don't want to do these missions. I just want to build my theme park. I really wish they would have kept it more of an open sandbox mode. That would have been nice. But whatever. Next, I'll talk about the gameplay. The gameplay is, to describe it, bugged, glitched, and just not necessarily that fun. Basically, you go around building up theme parks and stuff, and most of the gameplay is just really selecting through menus and selecting where to place certain objects and whatnot. Not really much to it, and there's missions you can complete, which are kind of stupid, I think, because they're really pointless, besides unlocking new parks or something. You can build rides, build stands, manage your park, like hire employees, train employees. Oh, and one other thing I forgot to mention are the mini-games. There's like 50 mini-games or something in this. I really don't know. But I really didn't find many of them fun. I didn't play a lot of them. Some of them was cheap rip-offs of games that have already been out for years. But I guess there's a couple fun ones. I wasn't really a huge fan of that part of it. Next, talk about a little bit about the controls. You move around with the nunchuck using the control stick. You can select people and talk to them with A, I guess. And once you're talking to people, you sift through a menu and and select your response. Not really much to that. The best part about the controls, though, and this is where they really shine, is roller coaster building. With that, you can very easily manipulate how you want your roller coaster to look. Once you've selected the type of part you want on a loop or just a regular piece, to make it go up, you just tilt your Wii remote slightly up. If you want to go sharp up, you tilt it like almost 180. It's up there. And left turns, you turn it left. Right turns, you turn it right. And I'm really surprised that it worked really well. Usually with a game that overall just bad, you'd expect to have bad controls, but it really doesn't. It goes really well, and you can like rotate the different stands and stuff and different parts of things with the nunchuck by tilting it, which is kind of fun. So the few motion controls they added in were pretty fun. Next is the level and character design. The character design first is terrible. all the character designs I thought were really blocky and a really lame pixelated cartoony look. I mean, if it was a little more better animated, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's just really poorly animated, and in my opinion, and the voice acting is terrible. This annoying voice acting when you're talking to people, and I think it's horrible. It grates on your nerves. I'm just glad you could skip through texts and stuff like that when talking to people, instead of having to listen to the entire text box. Because it seems everybody's voice is just terribly annoying. The best part about the design is definitely the different amusement parks. The different amusement parks do look very well. Good, whatever. And you can tell some thought was put into them. Too bad they just don't look a little nicer. The graphics are really not that great, and it just could put a lot more. And it lags. The game does lag in some spots. Some obvious load spots, like this long tunnel you have to go through to get to different parts. You can tell that lags a lot. But yeah, this is definitely one of the weaker points of the game. Here's my next new little section, which is just it's basically just like a good versus bad. I call it comparing. Basically saying what the good things are and what the bad things are, just kind of into one little section. And kind of summarizing what I said before. The good things, like basically what makes the game okay in this case. It's not a great game, it's not even a good game. But what do make it slightly enjoyable are, one thing, you could ride your roller coasters that you've made. You can really ride any of the rides. They're short, but they are fun. And there's these new woes you can put in your coasters. Weird things like flaming hoops, or elevators, or crashing through a wall. Those are kind of fun. So, that's really, for me, all the game has that's good. Plus the roller coaster designs the roller coaster designs and making them with the controls. Those are pretty fun and tight. On the other hand, though, what really breaks this game is the choppy animation, the terrible dialogue, terrible voice acting to go with the terrible dialogue, just the load times, the lag, and one of the worst things, the music. I don't even want to play a sound clip of it because it's so terrible. I don't want to torture your guys' ears with that. If they had some decent music, it seemed to me like they played the two same songs over and over, and I really hated both of them. Apparently there was supposed to be more tracks, but I didn't find it. It sounded like they were playing the same tracks over and over. So that's pretty much it for my compare section. I'll be expanding that, but it's basically just what makes or breaks the game. And that'll be in all my future reviews too. That's basically my own version of good and bad. So that's coming along. I'm going to keep putting in new sections as I see fit too. I'm working on a couple more. This section was originally, though, something a little different, but I decided it's my own version of a little good versus bad, and it seems to work because other reviews didn't really have much of a chance to say what I really liked or didn't like a lot about it. So that's that. My final word on the game: the bad definitely outweighs the good. Sadly. They could have done so much with this game, and it seems the Wii version was hit really bad. I played this on a PS2 at my friend's house, and it was actually really fun. And that was just kind of my first impression of that, but I thought it was fun. Then once I got the Wii version, I'm like, yeah. And then after playing for a while, it's like, oh, this is terrible. It really isn't a great game. I mean, if you're looking for a good roller coaster simulator, buy Roller Coaster Tycoon. If your computer is crap like mine, then you'll have to suffer with crap games like these. But if you can handle them, even the older Roller Coaster Tycoons, the original Roller Coaster Tycoon, I think that's really fun. and more fun, and probably more fun than this. And Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, I definitely recommend that over this too. That's a lot of fun. So all in all, I'd say stay away from this unless you really have no other option. I'll have to give this a 5 out of 10. Just because of the few nice little touches they added in, and the minigames may keep you occupied for a while. But just everything that's so broken, you may just want to stay away from it. Thinking my next review will be, I don't know, something. This is Thrillville from Metro Review 64 signing out.